Hello Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Tarot Solar Sun Studio. I'm Caro and we are going to perform Who is Destined to Be on Your Path. So this reading is for general purposes. So it's going to reveal the energy trends for that Signs Collective. So it is not a personal tarot reading to you. That's why listen responsibly. Now I'm going to here reveal a connection, and we are seeing this person appearing on your path in a way that I use the term of destiny, in a way of dharma. So it is actually rather than the predestined condition for the future, it's more about there is this element of potentiality, and when you are fulfilling it with your own actions, co-creating, how their impact will be on that. Like they needed to appear at that time, at that place, and of course we will go onwards from there with our spreads. But here you can also think that yes, they were like meant to show up on your path in order to make you to reach to that fullest potential. Okay, now I'm going to first see you know, with these three cards from the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. So when this person appears, they find you in a state of being. So what are you up to then? Let's see, when they show up on your path. First, let's see your conditions, and then we will get to know them, and then the rest of the connection with some also extra oracles. This is a reading that I have been really enjoying performing for signs. And thanks once again for tuning in. Okay, so what we have here from Alice in Wonderland. Oh, the cards are there, the famous cards, as you can see. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Seven of Wands, and also the Queen of Pentacles. So this person, when they show up on your path, they find you a bit struggling first. Like you may feel stuck at some point, later to actually empower yourself and like fighting back with something. Like, so it's when this person comes, you try to really show up for something, and from there you try to, I think, meet the demands, or there is something in the financial level. I don't want to use the word like pressure on you. Okay, so there is this pressure on you on the financial level, or some demands with money. So they are coming in a time where you are like not giving up the fight, and that feeling trapped and restricted mode, which was like making you unable to move forward or making a decision, it then turns out to actually like you try to combat maybe that sword here, like that negative thought pattern or limiting belief, or there is some ideal on your mind, and you try to like defend yourself against maybe some internal and external criticism of we have an earth person here. I feel like some family problems may be attached to that, but it's like you stand up for yourself in the end, and maybe you try to break free from a restriction, maybe a self-imposed limitation, and it's like you try to take the responsibility of your life financially. It's not you are giving a battle here. It's not an easy, of course, position to be, but when this person comes, this is how they're gonna find you. And in this, you may be also finding yourself actually 8 of Swords, 7 of Wands. This has a bit a tone of becoming too defensive, or sometimes aggressive about something, in which we need to actually find a balance between standing up for ourselves and maybe also being open to compromise with something. But the thing is that you have pretty much the power and the ability to overcome the obstacles that you may face. It's like here actually in the 8 of Swords, it starts with the self. So it's about our ability to break free from our own self-imposed limitation. For Sagittarius energy, actually, Sagittarius energy likes to bring most controversial things and to speak about those ideas, but there has been maybe a thought or a belief which was which has like limited you, like now you are like trying to as you overcome it, you try to find your strength there. I mean, there are some nuances here, of course, and they can definitely offer a lot of valuable insights to our lives. But I'm more taking this energy like you are really trying to go for your personal growth and transformation, which is going to financially here. There are some toys here. There are toys. There are candies, toys, and like I don't know, but if there is some kind of a older female figure in your life who is, for instance, maybe a part of your family who are like bringing some financial restrictions, or they have the control of money, assets, or like they don't give their consent to something, or a male figure it can be. Like they try to, we have the Alice here in the toy form, like they try to pacify you about something, this pacifying influence, but it's like you are fighting your way through there. So you are like standing up against something who is, or you know, something which is trying to pacify you, and maybe realizing that long years, long time, I was raised or conditioned with that idea, somehow that was a pacifying influence on me, and now I'm trying to overcome it. When it comes to, excuse me, of course, with the Queen of Wands energy, financial decisions, how, you know, keeping the keeping those resources, how to maybe, I mean, you know, grow them. I mean, there is a need for you to really stand out there. And maybe something that you believed as a sense of groundedness or practicalities has become on you a restrictive force. You may be like using your own resources and skills also to overcome a situation there. Quite a battling energy, Sagittarius, but I think you got this. There is this saying, we are given sometimes these obstacles according to according to the capacity actually we have to carry them. There was a proverb, like item, it is said in my native language, the snow on the hills are given, the amount of snow on the mountains depends on how big is the mountain, kind of thing. So I see you here very much well equipped, actually, if Queen of Pentacles energy is also yours, to face this challenge and to rely on your skills, knowledge, experience. It can be. That can be also you maybe facing a criticism from someone or a negative feedback from someone who has been close to you. You feel like defensive and you try to protect your ground. Actually, you try to, as a result of that, you will actually gain your practical and balanced mindset, I think. Well, it is not a easy spot, but sometimes people catch us in this hard challenges of life, and they can have a very interesting impact. Now let's see your person, which sign are they in this story. And also this may be not necessarily sign, but it can be also something like energetically they may carry that trademark of that sign. Okay, so 2 sign energies I am picking for you. What we have for you, we have an Aries energy in them, and Aries Pisces energy. They carry Aries and Pisces energy. This is actually not compatible energies, but they are one after another. So sometimes they derive planets and placements from each other. Well, it's this person, you may actually assume that with that Aries energy they will just jump right in, but that Piscean energy is a bit, they try to understand what is like going on really in your life, and after understanding like what you are have been through or what's going on, they will, with the Aries, can act actually very head first there. This person can be really master of solving the crisis, by the way. So that's why maybe they are there. There is some kind of an influence they will bring to the situation. Oh, okay. So this person is good at understanding what others possess and what they can do with what they possess, and how they can actually use those skills in situations with crisis. Can be in any area of life, but they definitely here encountering with you under some intensity, and maybe in their past life they have been through deep trauma and deep transformations in the past or in their past lives, but it's like they instantly pick from you that there is something going on there, and every crisis with the 8th house energy can be quite actually transcendental once we overcome it, because it's a Scorpio house, so it's it works with crisis and chaos. There is something in the material level that they try to set you in a direction, or like mentoring you, what will be the most relevant way to act in a certain direction, and actually putting you into a point where it's not about our relationships with others, but rather our relationship with ourselves is actually more important. There is that's why they are destined to be there, because they will eventually show something there. They are no random. This person may like show you how to be like self-reliant in one subject, or they are the epitome of it. You can be also inspired from that. Sometimes you know, there is this feeling sometimes like we feel that we have to accomplish everything on our own, like without accepting help from others, without saying yes to the resources and the opportunities which are offered to us. But actually this is wrong, because simply some people actually come to this world when, especially their North Node is in 8th house, they need to learn to receive from others. Usually this type of people, they are very much inherited with material resources there, and they go through very deep transformations. They are a person who actually have hard time asking help from others, but when they see they need a help, they instantly intervene in that, because in their past life maybe they had no choice but just to find strength in themselves was like their training, you know. They they lived with that how to say, default setting, but now actually they also need to sharing is one of the most important life lessons that also they need to, by the way, learn. Actually they are like there is a partnership influence here, but it's like the resources needs to be combined, because it's about sharing your resources with others, and there is this desire to bond with you, but they can be also afraid to be vulnerable though. Well, they don't want like lose things, or I think as a Sagittarius, when you find your ground, you're gonna show them that relaxing and also having fun also actually can help us to regenerate and transform, and also showing, for instance, real emotions, to be strong, not to feel apart within. These are the things they will be maybe learning from you. Here there is some kind of a mutual help, or some kind of a support actually going on, like sharing. Oh, okay, let's get done. Okay, so we have some planets there. Jupiter and Neptune. Okay, it's like this person, when they find their once they find in what direction they wanna expand in life, something becomes very easy for them and like comes effortless. Jupiter Neptune influence give that sweet sense of sometimes surrendering something like bigger than yourself. So they actually need that big idea to sometimes giving up control on things. I feel they have very deep spiritual undercurrents, and in this deep spiritual undercurrents, there is a power at people's disposal. It will be very important to like both together to believe in yourself and to draw upon from that divine strength will actually give you some kind of a charge forward, and that strength to overcome obstacles. There is really a great story. I mean, there can be a great story really coming from this. Let me see the what this is all evolving to. What this is all evolving to. Oh, this is Mark. This is Mark. This is the King of Cornwall. And his wife actually loved Tristan in the mythology. We have also Merlin and Vivian. Vivian learns magic from Merlin, but then uses the magic to make him to fall in love with him, something in that nature. And then we have the Isis and Osiris, of course, the oldest, one of the oldest love story there. But they have been through some hardships also, because there were also the jealousy of Osiris's brother Set on them, and it didn't give any rest to them. He actually trapped Osiris and he put him in a coffin and sent him to the Nile. Isis uses her power to bring him back. So there is this final embrace there actually, and then from there she gave birth to Horus. Now, what do we see here? I mean, what do we see in this connection? Now, well, obviously, there is a great love story. There is a great love story, and the archetypal energy it carries, as you hear me trying to describe them briefly, is not for the faint-hearted, right? So, you know, okay, here there is some type of, with this person, there can be some ups and downs. Actually, there can be also some other involved in this. But there is always some type of a back and forth. Throughout that back and forth, this person is realizing some very important facts. And he understands that there is something he cannot control. And he needs to let go. But until that time, there is this, I think, story of really a great love with a lot of and connection, though regardless of the third person intervening, but it's like, I think the experience is to understand that, not to feel separatedness and to be in each other's heart and to feel like one person sometimes. And when combined, there is this understanding of divine intelligence, the synthesis, or some type of some thoughts which are creating maybe high emotional time for people, love or connection or the friendship which feels like almost perfect, okay, in one sense. But the thing is, there can be three person here, because I sense there is some kind of a difficulty. Now, one of you, I mean, in the end, Vivian learns magic from Merlin. So, assuming that great learning, learning something great, which is actually putting you in the right direction, giving you some strength to cope with the real situation, is I think priceless there. But then someone, I see here, someone is ending up alone, and it's like he feels so much, he tried to contain his emotions, sitting and thinking the whole experience. It's not a, you know, it's a hard to swallow something there for the King of Cups. One of the great lessons of this connection, that's why they are coming, especially why they are destined to be in that path, to serve each other's dharma, to understand self-love, what self-love is. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. So this is definitely bringing some great lessons. I do agree with the fact that to love of self is necessary to love another. Though there, we need to understand that we are not talking about some kind of egotism or narcissism or things like that. This is about accepting yourself as you are, without seeking validation from the other person, and how to say, to be in the actions that can support physical, psychological, and spiritual growth, like valuing the self there. So there is this understanding of having a high regard for one's own well-being and happiness. People learn how to take care of their own needs as well, and not sacrificing your well-being to please others is one of the key elements here. So then at some point there is this wants and needs appear. So people are choosing to go with what you need. At least you are doing that, I think, because here King of Cups here is alone, and 95% of my viewers are female, or identify as female. Well, because here maybe in the beginning some mistakes are being made, and then there is this understanding of actual needs and wants, and it's not good to put another person's want before your need, and it's about maybe understanding and learning that, because what it is going to serve. So there must be some revelation there as well. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I think in the beginning of the connection, people focused on that love, and actually this has eventually brought success and some you finding your ground, but I think they have a bit scattered there. So then the success element maybe takes an important place in your life, and you got to make some choices there. So maybe there is an inability for you to maybe nourish that love from now on. Other priorities maybe enters, and I mean the story there, of course, I'm just making it, simplifying it, but not. It's more complicated than that, most probably. But there are some choices there. There are obviously some choices there. No greater goal than to love. Well, with these mythological figures, there is definitely a big stress on that. What you are learning in this, extra card I will pull for you, Sagittarius. What Sagittarius learns from that? You are learning acceptance. Acceptance means unconditional love. Wow. Again, we are coming to love. The angels remind you to accept everyone exactly as they are, without judging, blaming, or wanting to change them. When you are totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is difficult quality for humans to embrace, for it's a divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention now. You are also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident, and your divine self is revealed. So there is something that this person maybe cannot give anymore in something, or there is something that they cannot meet you there. So it's about actually accepting them how they are, but showing unconditional love also to yourself, that you don't have to also sacrifice your needs that in order to please the other. Like there is some change of direction happening there, because some life purpose and other agendas get in there. It's not easy as it seems. There is, I think, more complications to that. But of course, these are, general readings, Sagittarius. It's to reveal general energy trends. In personal, private readings, this, of course, goes much deeper. So this is what we can say, but I'm still, this has a very interesting vibe now, this connection. Every reading has a very different vibe, of course, but the cards has just come how they stress on love, but how they actually stress on things that we cannot change, and also some other priorities as well. Again, self-love is also a great challenge. Thank you very much, Sagittarius, for tuning in. I will speak to you in the next readings. Please take good care. Bye-bye.